Welcome to the True Value Podcast.
And we're live.
And we're live.
Motherfucker, bro.
I gotta warn you, but we're already out here. There ain't no warnings. There's just floating on the water, having a good day with my boy. Well, you know what? It is what it is.
Huge ass fly.
Welcome to nature, bud. All right, welcome to the True Value Podcast, where today we were up at the creek, like we told you we would be. But of course, we're trying to relax and chill a little bit. It is the Lord's Day after all. But brought out the coochie couches, decided to float up on the water today. Ultimately discuss this man's big rubber masturbating shoes. No, I'm just kidding. He broke his croc though. Like that's what we were literally talking about last time.
Okay, yeah, let's go dive right in. If nobody understood that joke, it was a Deadpool reference. Cause yeah, it was a bad reference, and I'm over here floating out of fucking. Like we have not thought this through. We have not thought this through. I have so many electronics in my pocket right now. My phone's sitting on a cooler. Man, we're just out here having a good time.
Well, I mean, it worked.
I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do and make it work. Are you in frame? I can't see from here.
I mean, like, I'm right here. I'm in frame.
Okay. I don't know. It just feels like we're like all the way to the right.
Hey, you know what? It's fine. We're doing good.
That's just all it's about. Like, I'm just gonna have to sit like this. This is how it's gonna go because I can't. I keep floating around, getting all over the place.
He wasn't ready for the motion sickness, but I mean, we got Brita here.
I don't get motion
Out
sick.
here having a good day.
Oh yeah,
too.
we had to come out and bring my pup. You know, say hi, Brita. She said howdy, but
You know, honestly, I think today's episode's going to be about what it is to have actual, like, relaxation, brotherhood,
being able to breathe.
being able to breathe for the day, you know? There's a lot of days where we're too focused on the bigger things where we're not actually present and taking care of ourselves, yeah.
We definitely meet. Oh, I gotta grab the mic again. But no, yeah, you and me definitely get into these stressed ass state of minds of like ADHD hyperfixation of just trying to make sure that we're okay through the day. God damn. Sorry, I haven't been able to pay for YouTube Premium to put on all the good music, so I gotta float over and skip ads. But just back to it. We always just never really focus. Every single one of us, we always hyper focus on all the stress of the world of I need to get this done. I need to get bills paid. I got this to pay. I got that to take care of. You know, I got kids to worry about. I got a dog to worry about. You know what I mean? We never take the time to really just breathe and accept the things that we can't change, and then change the things we can. And yes, I did get that from an NA meeting. Like, you know, I've been to a couple. It's been hard. Nobody out here is perfect. We've done our things. We've had our past. We've done mistakes. You know, fuck. I will easily say I'm in the process of a recovering drug addict. You know, I've been hooked on all kinds of other shit, but I'm sidebarring. But from that subject, I'm sorry, I have ADHD.
Look, honestly, there's a lot of things that we all do. We try to escape the realities in which we live in. And I'm right there with him.
Cut it quick. We're good.
But,
We're good.
you know, ultimately, we really do. We go through our own things and we escape our realities in our own ways. And sometimes it's not always the healthiest way of doing so. And it can affect the others around us and the people that are currently with us. So, and I'm also completely liable in that way too. I actually, I struggled with my own addictions at one point and another.
Yeah.
It doesn't make us any less of people, but it does mean we have some experience when it comes to understanding what it is when we're running from the truth of our lives. But, you know, being able to sit back, relax, come together, and just kind of chill, float around, and have a good day is all this is really about. Having the camaraderie we do have as friends, and the friendship that we are building, and the friendships we build with others while we're doing this podcast has actually been amazing so far.
Got like the feedback we've been getting from you guys was just insane. We in the past week we've gone up 1,700 views. I'm gonna have to ditch the coochie gouge. It's not agreeing with me today. But the feedback that we've gotten and the people we've gotten to meet and talk to, and it's just amazing. Like right now, I just had a great conversation earlier today with this woman out in Vegas, and we're gonna have to plan a trip out there to definitely go get her on an episode. And then I do have a lot of other friends out in Vegas that I do want to get out on the podcast. So definitely, you know, reach if you want to be on the podcast, no matter where you are, talk to us. You know, but we might make it happen. We might fucking go to Florida. We might go to New York, go to Maryland, or all over. Just fucking cuz we want to go around as much as we can and spread as much awareness and talk to enough people, because not these stories and these different topics that we share with you aren't just about, you know, just trying to get famous, get out there. You know, we want to do what we can to help. And if these conversations could just help one person, I'm fucking ecstatic. That's all I care about, helping one person. If I help 2, fucking amazing. If I help 1,000,000, fucking great. But the goal is always 1. You know, it's and just being there.
At a time.
And yeah, and taking it one at a time.
Like, it's not about figuring everything all out at once. It's about figuring it out and having the fun on the way to the end goal.
Exactly.
And the end goal is never going to be over.
The journey is always is half the fun of the goal. It's just understanding and respecting yourself and taking the time to really just breathe. You know, a lot of these different situations that happen in life, whether if you lose someone or, you know, just
you lose yourself
too. Like it's hard. Life is just a rough ass roller coaster and never disappear. But we just did. Oh, you're. I mean, you might be in frame there. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Sorry, I'm out here stimming.
I mean, someone ain't white. No, I'm kidding.
He said something. Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
The funnier part is, I'm making my own joke about myself, so it works out.
I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, then what are you doing?
You're not living if you can't laugh at yourself.
Like, God forbid, I can't even get on here with my brothers, because all we do is just sit there and shit talk the most. And sometimes we're hurtful, but we know it's just all. He got to experience it firsthand how bad we get.
We got together just to watch the UFC fights, host the UFC fights yesterday, and I'm not even gonna lie. Thank you, Dana White. Excellent, by the way. I don't know what we'd do without you to let loose some of the freaking dumb anger we hold in ourselves as men.
Oh God. Oh, just wait. So one of my goals right now is I'm actually going to be getting into the underground fighting scene. That means I'm going to get in shape. I'm going to have to work out every day. I'm going to have to cut out alcohol. I'm going to have to cut out all.
Big Sexy here's got a mission.
Actually, wait, why don't we just sit like this over here? Hold on, let me just float on. Hey, there's it. All right, now look. See, look, it took us a second, but we got it. We got it. This the spot now. I actually was not expecting all this to work out as well as it did.
But here we are.
Hey, that's exactly. You know, we're just sitting here floating, chilling, just having a good time. Again, we were here yesterday, and I don't know if you can see behind me. Hold on. All this damn.
All these logs, all these rocks.
All these rocks.
We did this with two of my best friends. Well, my best friend Mitch. Shout out to him for sticking through all my bullshit all these years.
Bro, just meeting Mitch yesterday, just having some intriguing ass conversation. Like, he is such an amazing person. I'm like,
Yeah, I know his ex-wife's a dumbass. I'll tell you what.
Look, we got
I know.
a lot in common.
We got a lot in common. And I only say that with the most respect because, like, the one thing about me is, like, I decided to put this dream together just because I wanted the people I loved and cared about, my friends, above all else, because we're always here for each other, was the ability to have the conversations that would bring to light the fact that there's so much more to men that's going on than meets the eye. And as men, we really aren't good at talking about it. So,
Fuck no. It's talking about our feelings is the part. It just in general, people getting down to the nitty gritty and the most deepest part of emotion. It's the hardest thing to open up about. And even especially like trying to get on camera and do this, bro, it's so nerve wracking. I tell Chris all the time that I gotta get my what is it? My courage juice, my liquid courage, so I can get in front of cameras.
This man said he has to have liquid courage, and I said, no, you don't.
I'm terrified. This is so terrifying to me. Like, I've never been in this kind of setting, but it's fucking great. Like, just actually like getting on here and opening up and being able to talk about our problems and just, you know, just being able to just talk them through and access the parts of life that nobody is reaching out for. And it's the little things. It's enjoy the little things. Enjoy, you know, every single day-to-day life. If something bad happened to you, be grateful for it. If something good happened to you, be grateful for it. You know why? Because every single one of those moments turns you into the person you are today. And the person you are today, you should be most proud of and most loved. You should have the most self-love for it. Because that...
Man, I wasn't even expecting him to be this talkative today, but damn, he got that liquid courage juice in him, and
well,
here he goes.
It's also, too, everybody's been telling me, they're like, you didn't even really talk all that much last episode. I was like, look, it's my first episode. I was scared, and I smoked too much.
Well, I mean, he said it. At least it's legal in California.
Yes, sir.
But also, we want to openly agree that, like, that is still a vice for some people.
Oh,
and we
100%.
don't, if it's used as a coping mechanism on a consistent basis to where you can't just live your normal life without it, we really don't condone the use and abuse of substances. As two grown adult men floating out on a river on a Sunday, though, we did decide to drink alcohol. So we want to also say that we don't condone this for underage people at all.
No.
And we're just really here to do outreach and have the right conversations that most people aren't having.
It's like, even then, like, I like one piece here, I'm gonna take that from you, because I'm gonna get serious with y'all right now, is one piece of advice, even for our younger viewers: enjoy the life that you have right then and there, and don't rush to grow up. Don't rush to go start drinking. Don't rush to go start smoking. You know what I mean? All that's gonna come with age and with time and, you know, legalities. Excuse me. Ooh. Sorry, I was, my phone's cracked, so if it falls, I'm fucked. my waterproof is gone, but it's the one thing that all of us have always told ourselves when we were younger is, I can't wait to grow up. I can't wait until I'm adult. And then now we're an adult, we're like, fuck, take me back. Take me back. I don't know what I was thinking. 6th grade was so nice. Bro, I missed nap times instead of recess.
That's true, man. I honestly, as an adult, you really take things for granted. Once you're here,
yeah,
you really stop taking things for granted. You have to, because it's just like being in a constant state of fight or flight. And you never know what's like around the next corner. Yeah, you never know what's around the next corner, which makes it even more difficult, because you're sitting here, you just finished paying those bills, and you're like, oh my,
yeah,
there's more? What was I thinking? I miss just going home, getting yelled at for homework, you know? And now it's like, oh, if I don't pay this bill, I ain't got a home. And that's a nerve-wracking feeling. You know, at this point, I'm lucky because I took part of my life to really be there for people. And, you know, even that's a hard thing to do.
It's hard to be selfless, like, or selfish.
It's hard to be selfish, yeah.
Yeah, not selfless. It's in all reality, it's so much easier to be nice and kind to someone than it is to go out of your way and be a dick. And now I'm glad I learned that lesson now. Then, you know, because I grew up, I was an asshole. I was, you know, a fucking baby kid all the fucking way. You know, I was that kid that fucking run around. You know, where the fuck are your parents? Huh? I don't know. Shit. I don't give a fuck where I'm at right now. You know, like going through a lot of different things as a kid. It pushes you to be something that you're not ready for. Instead of just enjoying the time that you have and just rolling with the punches as it comes. I don't know if that made sense or if
It does. I mean, ultimately, though, you know, words are hard when your ADHD kicks in.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's another thing.
I'm trying
That's
to
a completely other subject. Completely.
We could talk about that all day.
I mean, oh god. Oh man.
No, me and Chris. Oh, that's actually kind of perfect. Does that reach well? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it
Hell
does.
yeah. No, I mean, me and Chris are the king of sidebarring. We every time we're about to like need to get some shit done, we're like, all right, let's do this. We have this. Do we have that? Do this. Do that. And then next thing you know, it's like
we're 20 minutes deep in another conversation.
Yeah, completely forgetting that we're what we were supposed to do. You know, but I enjoy those moments so much. Like I'm grateful to have Chris to just have those moments with him and be, you know, my truest self and just to be who I am unjudged. Like Chris has been one of the biggest supporters of my life since day one. Like this man,
when you catch that one eye where you're like, oh, you've been through some shit.
Yeah.
That was like the spark of our actual first real conversation. Besides, like, I like your style, kid. Yeah.
It's time for another.
Other side.
I gotta go digging for it now.
Well, yeah, but back to shit. What were we saying? See, ADHD. I'm telling you.
Fuck yeah.
Prime examples.
There it is.
Look, honestly, to be yourself in a world where everybody tells you to be something else because it makes sense is just by far the biggest manipulation of true creative power that there's ever been.
Just be who you are. Who cares, you know, what other people think, you know? Like if you want to wear, here's like, for example, like I'm trying to find the most politically correct way to say this. Like for our you know our friends and family in the LGBT community, you know, it's hard to be, you know, to break out of that and then be, you know, put on lipstick, put on makeup, and then be this whole different version of yourself. But sometimes you just gotta jump for it and do it and be who you are. You know what I mean? I'm a straight male who loves to fucking paint his nails, fucking wear pink, you know, let me tell you, some women's fashion, they fucking got it. You know, some women's clothes.
Half of women's clothes were made by men.
Exactly. Like it's so cool. Like it's so fire. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like enjoy who you are. Be who you are. Dress how you want to be. Like for fuck's sake, look. So for everyone going back, this is my big rubber masturbating shoes, and this is we're gonna get into that story still too. Look, my whole fucking shoe is all fucked. I gotta buy some new ones, but you know what? These damn things are so fucking comfortable. It's hard not to fucking wear them. Now,
man, I forgot how many times this man was gonna say the F word. But, you know, I don't think I have a bleeper sensor on this yet.
Can I not cuss?
No, you can.
Okay, I know. I'm just like, no, that was an authentic question. Like, do I need to watch my language?
Maybe just a little bit. But that's only just because, you know, we want to be people that show that restraint to be for all viewers. Otherwise, we got that rated M for mature and that rated because we're a bunch of pirates over here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you mean. I'm a race car. There's ethanol and alcohol I'm a damn race car.
Okay, well, I mean, vroom vroom, get it going.
Ring, ring.
I love how he went from race car to motorcycle. That was interesting.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That's crazy.
Oh, this song's amazing.
It is.
Love Bailey Zimmerman.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess one of the most authentic things that we really wanted to aim for today was being
Blown away.
being blown away by life.
Yeah.
We all feel like leaves drifting in the wind at times,
Like, just basically being at mercy of life.
being at the mercy of life. Yeah.
But that's just the truth of it. It's just being, that's really the meaning of life. It's just being at the mercy of it. And just
Learning how to dance in the storm instead of letting it consume you.
let me tell you, if you have not danced in the rain, you're missing out. You know, take a
Dude.
loved one, take a brother, take whoever. You just dance, put some good music on loud from the house so that you know you can hear it out there, and just dance in the rain sometimes. You know, enjoy.
One of my favorite memories, actually, back when I was in high school with one of my high school sweethearts, we went to an event at the high school here in Ukaipa, and it started thunder and lightning storming, super hardcore, downpouring, just drenching us. And we
like that.
we were just skipping, lightning strike in the parking lot, and we're just out there, whack, whack, and feeling the freedom of just being one with everything. Be one with yourself, be one with the people around you. Try not to take for granted the small things, because those small things are what's going to make the difference.
Yeah.
Small things are the actual memories you hold that you aren't even sure when they're going to come up, and it's going to give you some of the most nostalgic memories of all time, and it's going to give you a slight inclination to just take a breath, be present within your moment, knowing that that too is going to end up one of those small memories, one of those beautiful little sweet nothings that you get to whisper into your own head.
Yeah, because your word is power. Everything you say about yourself and everything you present yourself is you're manifesting it. And if you tell yourself, well, I'm a piece of shit, I'm this and I'm that, then that's just all you're gonna ever believe yourself to be.
Well, the more you tell yourself a lie, the more you start believing the lie that you're saying.
Exactly.
The reason why literature is called spelling is because as you transfer that into the energy of the universe, you are spelling it into existence, casting a spell.
I love that. I love that.
You are casting a spell with your words, and your words hold power. And the reason your words hold power is because they echo into the ether that we call... It echoes into the ether. The ether is all the space between you and that object across the room.
Yeah.
All the space between me and him. It's still all living matter, and it echoes amongst all of those atoms.
Yeah. We're just a bunch of atoms.
This is also just quantum mechanics and quantum theory. All proven at this point, but still, it's just one of those really weird topics that most people don't pay attention to.
Yeah, I mean, and you also got to think about it too. We really are just a bunch of atoms sitting on a bunch more atoms, forming a giant rock, flowing through space through more fucking atoms. So it's just, and I forgot I need to watch my mouth. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
But no, it's just you really gotta just accept life as it is, and just put the best effort that you can into just bettering yourself. Because the more you better yourself, the more you put effort into you, the more that you tell yourself, you know what, today's gonna be a good day. And it will be. It will be a good day if you make it a good day. If you have enough willpower and enough, energy to put forth into your word, then you have the ability to change the outcome of your day.
and that also goes back to last week's topic, the inner shadow.
The inner critic.
Your inner critic. It's your subconscious. And the more you're able to catch your subconscious in those poor thoughts and see how it's directing you and start questioning it and asking it, why did you think that way? You're able to change the inner conversations with yourself, allowing you to be more in control of your actual present moment. And that was a hard learned lesson for me for a long time, was learning how to talk to my inner critic.
Yeah.
And we talked about that a bit last week.
And but it's the truth of it. It's not. It's taking a lot of accountability of who you are and what goes on in life, and transferring it into positive energy. Because you can lose everything, but as long as you just hold yourself accountable and you hold yourself with good vibes, you can overcome anything. Like,
and I know everybody takes good vibes for granted, you know, the vibes, but that's really all we are. We're molecular structures created by vibrational magnetism. We hold ourselves together, and our hive mind of the collective trillions we're made of just communicate based off of vibrational frequency and what holds our spirit body in place.
it's the same way when you go to a bar and you just meet a girl and you just like click. It's that you're catching that vibe, you're catching that wavelength, you know, and it's just understanding it enough to kind of manipulate it to be in your favor and just to push yourself forward.
Now, just real quick though, that doesn't mean manipulate.
No, not manipulate the girl. I'm talking about. Wait, hold on, back it up. No, I'm talking about. That was just an easy reference to give you guys an understanding.
You don't have to.
No,
to explain yourself. But, you know, I mean, there is a difference between positive manipulation and negative manipulation. We're not manipulating people around here.
No.
That's far beyond.
I mean, when I say manipulate the situation and manipulate, I mean manipulate your inner mind to be more positive and be more accepting of life. Because the more that you can sit around and just accept, where you keep pushing that further into the deep end, but the spot is right here.
No, it's actually high. It's high right here.
Okay, but we're also slowly moving out of frame.
Or are we slowly moving closer to frame?
Out of frame, because we originally started here, and then we're moving that way. We're on the side of frame.
I don't know if we're even keeping on good track right now.
I don't even know either, but you know what? That's what we're out here doing.
Well, we did agree to be completely authentic about it, so.
Yeah, we're just out here trying to provide ourselves with the truest version of ourselves, and this is it.
I almost teeter-tottered out of this.
I fucking told you, bro. It's so sketchy. These things are so fucking fun and amazing to sit on. But on water, it's so sketchy.
Well, we're not anchored, so we're just drifting in the pond now. Like, here we go. I'm floating away now.
I got you, bud. I got you. We gonna work together, and that's another thing too. It's just, you know, learning to
coexist with people that are willing to work with you, not against you.
Not even just that. I do agree with that. But the point I was trying to make is that it's just learning to rely on others. Like, you're not
evading the possibility of help.
Because look, we're gonna talk about this subject later. Hold on, I'm gonna cut the music real quick because I gotta change apps. You know, I want to read something that was commented on our page if I can get to it. Sorry, we're way out. I don't know if it'll let me. Maybe I might have enough service. Hold on. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Is it this one? Yes, it is. So, I just want to shout out. What's her name again? Maxine. Shout out to you, girl. The girl that I was talking to this morning, had a great conversation with her. She brought up a very excellent point, and it goes. She commented and said, "What happens when you don't have a parent to hug or to protect you, like they were when they were there, but they only cared about if you were breathing or not?"
Ooh, that's a good topic, actually.
That is a good topic, and we're definitely going to talk more about that with her. But I do want to bring that up because it does.
You can have it right now. bring that to the forefront.
Oh yeah, no, because that's a topic that we can continue to talk about.
You know what? Honestly, the fact that we have comments like this in the first place is why we're here. We want to help all the people that want to be a part of this, even if they're too far away to come on the camera with us. So
exactly, and we will get her on camera.
No,
we'll
pull
get her.
that back
We'll get her
up.
on the episode.
Pull that back up.
Okay, we're going back.
Pull
We're
it
going back.
up.
Where was it? Right here. So, but back to the point that I was making for that is that here he's got to read those comments too, and there he goes. But it's also relying on the people around you. It's
So we were joined by some friends today, so it's nice to have our first full panel together. We decided to do it out in the park.
Okay, sorry. The podcast was playing. Episode 1 was playing in the background for a second. But it's learning to rely on others. Yes, a lot of us have grown up in very broken homes, very, unloving situations where we couldn't even rely on our parents, or we couldn't rely on the people we were supposed to. And it's all about coming out and, if your immediate family cannot provide you the support, then the best way that I can explain it is, go to a friend. If you're in school, go to a teacher. Go to somebody that you feel like you can actually sit down and trust and have these, hard conversations with, or get that hug, or get whatever you may need at that moment. It's all about reaching out and not being alone, because the further you push yourself into the void of just isolation, the less help that you'll get, whether if it's professional help or whether if it's just talking with friends. Sometimes, like all through my high school years and all in my middle school years, I dealt with severe depression. I've dealt with self-harm. And now you're like really afraid. Oh, no. We're good.
Yep, we're good. We're good.
This is the mic. The mic kit is what I was really worried about.
I know. Fuck.
I told you we kept moving up. We didn't come this way. Yeah, I come back this way. Right here.
Right there. Oh.
I'm gonna wiggle it in. Look, but that's look. it's just me. Wait, I lost a can. Hold on. But it's all about just being your truest self and just. What was I saying? ADHD. Hold on. I gotta grab that can. We gotta protect the. You gotta protect the environment. Yes, I threw the can, but I threw it to the side over there. No, the mud jug. It's the Muffin Man.
Oh no. Oh no.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The one who lives on Drury Lane? Yes. Well, she's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Sorry, I had to do that. That's one of my favorite like little voices to do.
Oh man. Regardless, moving this out the river, I don't give a turd.
He does not give a turd. I love it. Hi, baby. How you doing? Come here. But
right now. Oh no.
Oh no! But fuck, where was I at? Oh, darn it, where was I at? But no, it's just reaching. You just gotta learn to reach out. And I know it sounds hard and unnatural to do, and we've all been trained our entire lives to, not really talk about the uncomfortable subjects of life, but that's how we grow.
So just know a lot of people just don't really care to.
That's true. But that's the point though. It's
sit on this hot dog style.
He riding that pony.
Okay, but like really within what she asked is, what if you don't have that parent that's willing to sit there and hug you and comfort you?
And
ultimately,
it's reaching out to somebody who you trust and love, whether if it's a friend, a distant family member, a teacher, sometimes it may be, let me tell you, I've had some of the greatest experiences just talking to random people and just being able to sit down and talk with them, like out in Vegas.
Sorry, I got an idea. I'm going because, like, I also deserve a talking stick, so I'm going to grab a talking stick.
I'm trying.
I know, but you're on a roll today, and I'm excited about it. You're on a roll today, but today we have to grab a conch. The conch!
Here, man. I'm playing it.
Oh no.
I'm playing it. You done did it. Hold on.
Well, for me in general, my experience, I didn't always have that person to talk to, so it's important.
No, neither did I.
It's beyond important that we have those people. It truly is. And I don't know what I would have done without the specific friends that I had in my life, you know. It's the thing that we needed the most when we needed it in general, and to not have parents like that it's extremely difficult. And I can tell you that because I didn't have parents like that either. I did prior to my mom not. I did.
Sorry, I just caused an ADHD.
He did. He caused the really bad ADHD moment with the Punk Goes Pop SpongeBob song right now. But
That's the stick.
that's the stick.
That was the stick I lost earlier.
Yep. That.
Come here. Get over here. Read it. Look, it's your stick. You don't want the stick now? Alright, she said fuck the stick. So that was a big splash. Did not mean to.
A big splish.
Big splish.
Well,
I'd love to get you up
You
here,
know.
but I feel like you would just pop this thing. And we can't afford this.
damn it. I got so far off on the ADHD train now that I just fuck the stick.
Fuck the stick. And we're back. Howdy, y'all. But yeah, look, our ADHD just caused us to lose track of wherever we were. So, on that note, it's just find somebody you love, trust, anybody. You know, it could be the most random person. Like, oh, that's where I was. I'm gonna tell a story. So, I have this story. Excuse me. Oh, it's lagging. But, well, currently I lived in Vegas for a good, like, 4 or 5 years. And during my time, I would always go out, you know, gamble a lot, go drink a lot. And one time I went out and I was just sitting at the bar. This lovely lady sat next to me and, you know, just conversation sparked. And she was telling me, you know, all these different things about her life. And at the end of, like, towards the end of our conversation, she was telling me, she's like, yeah. She's like, I hope you have a wonderful life. You know, I've been diagnosed with stage 4 terminal cancer, and this is me treating myself, going out and just spending the best night I can to just enjoy the life that I deserve. And that shit broke me. Like, you know, rest in peace. I never had a chance to stay in contact with her. And see how it goes, or if she made it. But she was telling me at that time that she had like 2 months, but she was, you know, just hanging on to life and just enjoying it. And that's what a lot of us do. It's, you know, we don't finally go out and enjoy our lives until it's too late. Because now it's like, well, fuck it, you know, I don't, you know, I ain't got nothing else to live for. Let me go out and have a good time and enjoy the life that I should have been living. And, you know, that's the kind of standard I try to live by now, is that, you know, I want to be on my deathbed with memories, not regrets. He distracted me.
Living life without regrets.
Regrets. No regrets. No regrets. But, and I lost it.
And we lost it.
And back to Chris.
Well, look, ultimately, our greatest passion here is knowing that life's worth living and life's worth supporting others that are struggling. And we've both struggled a lot.
Yeah.
Both struggled a hell of a lot. To find yourself and to... Damn it. I just can't. I think honestly we're just gonna continue drinking.
We just continue drinking and having more conversations. Because,
You know,
I
want to
really
know
thought
why?
you were falling in for a second.
Yeah, I was about to. I still might. It's a little full.
You're putting a lot of trust into that right now.
You're right, but I need to have a lot more trust in the other side of it, the couch side.
The little bit that's deflated works out perfectly.
Yeah, but like, I want to sit in it.
Indubitably.
I want to sit in it.
Then I'm gonna have to hang on to you. So then, yeah, go ahead. Teamwork makes the dream work.
I'm about to face plant straight into the water, though. I already know it. Teamwork making the dream work.
Give me that if you're gonna fucking.
Ah! No, I'm kidding. I can't do that. Fine.
Alright, hold on, here. Here, you need to answer that. But, yeah, we're just gonna keep drinking and just continue conversation and just talk with y'all because we just.
I mean, honestly, the easiest way to talk to y'all is talk to each other.
Yeah, and just bounce off of each other's topics and just do what we can and just put out the best quality content that we can. And, you know,
right now we're probably not, but like.
No, probably not. But you know what? We're having a shit ton of laughs, and that's exactly what we told you we were gonna be. We were gonna be a lot of cries, a lot of hard conversations. But at the same time, we're two goofy motherfuckers that can't just stay serious. Look, I'm not trying to not be fucking serious right now, but I keep floating away.
You know, it's hard being up here without our other panelist because we really wanted to do this with him. And I guess we've kind of been struggling with a lot of our business due to that, like wishing our third party was with us. But the truth is, we all have our own lives and we all have things that we have to take care of. And I got to be respectful of that too. You know, as much as I wish I could make that change and do the things that we had to do with those individuals, sometimes we got to make other decisions to just keep going and keep giving to y'all, whether or not someone else that was really wanted it was there or not. It kind of breaks my heart because I wish I had my boy. I wish my boy was here.
Yeah.
I mean, I got one of my boys here. But initially, when I decided to start this business and do this with these boys, it was because there was so much that me and John were able to do together to create a difference in his life, and that's when I decided this is what I wanted to do with my life. But friendship is just as hard as business relationships.
Yeah.
But it's all relationships, knowing how to communicate. And if I'm dead ass honest, I really didn't. I didn't know how to communicate properly, and it kind of bit me in the wrong way.
I think that goes for all of us, though. I mean, we all have trouble with communication because sometimes when we're so used to just being by ourselves and being alone, that when we finally have people that rely on us as much as we rely on them, it's hard to step in that new comfort zone.
And that's what we call codependency.
Facts.
We're all working through that one.
Yeah. I got abandonment issues.
We both got abandonment issues. But we can dive into the personal conversations about ourselves a little bit more coming soon. Even if it comes in snippets, we will be making more content and short form content for you guys as well, just to make sure that we're covering bases. And so you guys can get to know us individually while we post on all of the projects. Because we're also considering starting a comedy podcast where we get all of our most random friends together. Yeah.
We are that. It's not a consideration. We are gonna be starting it. We're not sure when, but it's just gonna be more of a pure comedy. Just us just having a good time. You know.
It's gonna be the Shit Talk Conversation podcast.
You want? Do we want to drop the name?
Oh, not yet.
Not
Not
yet,
yet. Not yet. We're just gonna leave it in the ether until.
Yeah, it's great. It's so great. It's so perfect.
I could tell you a story on why it's gonna be called that though.
All right, I'm with it. Go ahead.
You want it? Oh,
No, you go ahead. No, you please.
Okay, so like, we all know a torta or two. Let me just drop that hint real quick. So when you see a half-eaten sandwich and it says the leftovers, just know that's where the comedy begins.
Oh yeah. You know, we taste better the next day.
Absolutely, and sometimes we get a little too soft after 30 seconds in the microwave.
I'm so glad I fucking came.
So it's so gold. It's literally an obstruction to justice. I swear to God.
It's against the Geneva Convention.
Oh, the Geneva no. It's beyond that at this point.
We're gonna have to sign a new treaty after we.
I might have to have everybody sign an NDA as warning.
I think that one we might have to actually post on like OnlyFans or something of just the pure raw uncutness of our stupidity. And there he goes. And he's gone. Well, damn. Look, we're both fucking floating out of goddamn frame. But we just want to come out here and be the truest version of ourselves and just create good content to really just help people and bring enjoyment to the life that we want to live. Well, and we want to bring enjoyment to your lives.
In all of our lives.
Which is it's hard. It's hard to talk about those, you know, those hard subjects and hard topics, you know, like.
Oh, sorry, my torta was wet.
It's Coochie Couch out here squirting.
No, kids, do not repeat that.
I gotta remember to be more. What's the word? Vigilant.
Diligent.
Diligent. There we go.
You gotta stay vigilant, but you gotta be more diligent about which words you're using.
Yes. And
I found the secret here.
Oh, you found the rock that I put there originally?
The sauce.
Oh, you're barely in frame too, right there. I'm just enjoying watching him just struggle with this right now.
Well, I'm trying to help both of us here.
There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to HVAC guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But we just want to be out here. We just want to, you know, spread our conversations, spread our stories and testimonies of how we've overcome a lot. And
I gotta do that too.
And bro, we should have just hooked them. It's the other side. No, it's this side. But
No.
Hey, there you go. See, look at teamwork.
Making the dream work since 95.
Since 2000. But no, yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing a lot more deep diving and talking about our personal lives and talking about, you know, the different struggles we've gone through. Because I know.
Back to.
Oh yeah, he was saying something. Let's get back to that.
Back to the singular conversation that we've been struggling to remember since we started it. You know, having that parent, it's hard. Like, we came from broken homes, both of us. You know, and the mischief of that started when I was like 3 and a half. You know.
It started when I was born.
Started when I was born, yeah.
Like, the different struggles that I've gone through, like, it's rough. It's a rough life. Yeah, no, go back to what you're saying. I'm over here hogging the mic right now. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, we're in this together. I'm not too worried about it at this point. But having singularly those people, it's hard to find regardless. But in the beginning, it sets the standard for what we're going to have as our. What the fuck do you call it? What the fuck do you call it? Our attachment styles to life.
There you go.
It starts then, as much as we wish it didn't, because within the first few years of life is where you establish what right and wrong is based off of the environment you're surrounded in. And, you know, our parents, while dealing with those certain problematic sections of life, don't know how to communicate their own issues and what's going on with them, because you got to remember, we're all living this life as if it's our first life of existence. We're all figuring it out. We're all winging it. We're all just trying to make it work. And
Yeah.
that's never the easy part.
No.
Honestly, it's remembering who we are through all of those trials and tribulations, which helps us come out on this side. Sometimes you need to seek out the better people in your life that have a little more wisdom than your friends, because they're going to lead you on the right path to find yourself. And even that conversation's hard to have, because we are allowing ourselves to be vulnerable in a space that we're not used to in the first place. And that in itself is nerve-wracking and kind of a pain in the tuchus.
Shit. Yeah, that's the fucking truth. Like, coming out and opening up about feelings is a rough thing. Like I told you guys, I've dealt with self-harm. I've dealt with, you know, suicidal tendencies, suicidal thoughts, you know, just trying to be whatever I can be just to not be here. You know, I still remember the first time that I told my mom that I didn't want to be here, that I don't feel like I am who I am in my skin, and I just don't want to just continue. You know, and shout out my mom. You know, my mom did a lot. You know, she made a lot of mistakes in her life, and she's done a lot to retribute those mistakes. You know, and shout out that woman. She's out there doing the most. Like, my mom can barely fucking stand for 30 minutes, but she's still out there, you know, working and making sure that she's good. You know, like my mom had a lot of struggles with drugs, you know, but she's overcome them. And my mom gives me a lot of inspiration now, because me and my mom never used to be cool. We always butt heads and always just argued all the time. Like, I don't think there's another woman besides like my ex-wife that could really get under my skin as much as that woman. But I also feel like the reason that she can't get under my skin that way is because of all the love and want that I have for her. You know, like, I want my mom to be good and be sad, and, you know, and to sit at home and not have to worry about a damn thing. You know, the same way you strive for that for your dad. You know, and there's a lot of different trials and tribulations that we have to go through in life so that we can be the best versions of ourselves, you know. And sometimes we click and get it late in life. Sometimes we get it early in life. Sometimes it just happens right when it just all happens right when it needs to. And I just shout out my mom, you know, shout out Maxie from earlier, you know, for bringing up that conversation originally that we lost track of. But we're definitely going to talk with her some more. We do have a lot of we are planning more trips to go around and communicate with people. Like, we want to go to different music festivals, like, you know, different EDM festivals, country festivals, rock shows, all of it. We're me and him are in all types of music, and we want to get out there and just connect with everyone. So you're gonna see a lot of us at a lot of different.
We're gonna be doing some wild shit.
Like, we we just went to emo night in Riverside earlier, and we do have a clip.
We were gonna drop it.
We are gonna drop it. I'm gonna do what I can to edit it so that all of our interviews that we've been doing on the side are gonna try to be at the end of this video, so that you guys can see that we're out here really trying to make this happen. We're doing what the best we can, and let me tell you, this motherfucker just at emo night, this motherfucker landed the sickest spin kick in the pit. I could fucking never. Like, but it's
Not to mention, it was a concrete floor covered in people's booze.
oh yeah,
It was a slip and slide up in that bitch.
and he landed it so clean. I lost my gauges that night. I'm pissed. I'm still pissed about it. Like, they stayed in my ear all the way, and then as soon as I got out the pit, I got hit, and they just flopped out. Gone. I was like, bye. And I saw them on the floor, and I went to go grab them, and then they got kicked away in the pit. And they were gone. Forever. But
I
they
bet
did
we'll
it.
find them next week.
You think so? we go hit them up like, hey, did y'all find any gauges?
Did y'all find any
Black marble gauges?
obsidian gauges? Yeah. I guarantee we could get them back. They're gonna be like, oh, dude, we did find those. Let's check the lost and found.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be awesome to have that come back full circle. What is my dog doing?
She chilling.
She out there licking trees.
What's up, kid?
I wish y'all
What's
could
the
see
matter?
this view that we got.
She looked so caught up.
She was like, uh-oh,
I got caught.
you saw me?
Hi.
You saw that? Yeah, I see you. I'm always keeping my eye on you. But where were we?
Just emo night.
Oh yeah, an emo night. We're gonna be traveling everywhere, and that's the plan. You know,
We liked having conversations in multiple cities so far. Sadly, DJ Cat Attack, we're gonna need another.
Oh
interview
my
with
God.
you because
My boy
we didn't
Tyrion.
realize that the mic that I was holding went out, and the only one we had left was the one attached to this man right here.
And I took a side quest to go grab a beer, so like half of the audio went out.
It's gone.
It's
Half the
gone.
audio, it's gone. And I feel
I
so bad.
gotta hit you up, Tyrion. We gotta reschedule that interview, because we were talking about a lot of great points. Like, he had a lot of good things to say, and that was amazing. We do have a couple other interviews from that night as well, you know, and we constantly want to go out more and, you know, communicate with more people and ask them what's your true value in life. What is it that makes you you? What is your purpose? You know, or for like the rave community or the rock community, what is, you know, going to shows, going to raves, what does that mean to you? What is it like, you know, because some people it's
What
a stress
creates
release.
that safety,
Yeah.
and what creates that calmness that it brings you.
Like, for me personally, raving did saved me a lot, because it was,
I started in mosh pits,
yeah,
and God, did that help me survive the perils of younger life. Like, the thing about life and what value those little moments bring to you in the depths of what you were going through at that time. What solace did that create for you? Ooh. I don't know what you just dropped.
no, back again.
It would be his vape.
Damn it, I forgot that was there.
You gotta stop crotching it.
We're good.
It was submerged for a second too.
Hey, shout out Fogger. Like, here, look, let me show you. I have dropped this thing right here, this brand right here, Fogger. Shout out this brand. I have dropped this. Where am I? I've dropped this thing twice in the river already, and it's holding strong. So, for all of my of age people, check them out. Not sponsored.
Yeah, full disclosure, not sponsored by anybody to promote their products, but like, I'll be honest.
But I'll talk about some products.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking to hopefully partner with people. I did promise my other buddy that I would give him a shout out on our podcast today. Sadly, he doesn't get along with Pascal at this time, but he runs a rave brand. I guess he was considered too violent for the Insomniac community based off of not allowing people to steal from him at one point or another, which totally understandable, especially as a business owner. Trying to have loss prevention is a big part of it, because every piece of equipment, every piece of clothing is definitely the hardest. Dude, don't go trying to pop the hood without having everything off. He has a business called Panic 39. PANIC 39. I love the style of his actual clothing and what he stands for in the house, D&B, rave community. He has some excellent products. Please look him up and definitely make sure that you give him a little bit of love, because, man, some of his designs are just sick. And I don't know if you're a fan of, in general, graffiti artwork, but some of the designs that he has for his clothing are top tier. Definitely considering buying the booty shorts still. Definitely knew that I was going to say it. Oh yeah, Panic 39. Panic 39.
Yeah,
I was just telling,
them out.
shout out to him and his wife and just what he.
Amazing people. We had a good chance to have a good conversation with him, and
Also, shout out to Shinobi, DJ Shinobi. We're going to have him on pretty soon. We definitely want to make sure that we give people the chance to discuss what their walk of life is, what they're bringing, what their experience brought to them, and what values they can bring to the world as well. We're really looking forward to having some of these guests on within the next couple of weeks, if not within the next week. So please allow us to give you a small introduction and bring you to the forefronts of your careers as well, because we're all in this together, and the more unity we can bring into community, the better. So honestly, the True Value podcast today was a little all over the damn place.
that's all right. And that's just what it's about, though. We're coming out here and just being our truest self. Sorry. Phlegm. Don't smoke. I don't condone it.
Don't do half the things that, anything is portrayed on camera. We just want to make sure that that's also reiterated again, because we're not out here condoning poor decisions.
No.
We just know that we got sucked into them at times in life where we were having a rough time, which we also, I participate in NA. He also agreed that he'd want to do that with me, so
Go back to it.
absolutely, because it's going to help us strive to be better business owners and better people in a community that we already need to bring some more light to, especially with the current struggles that we actually see with our own friends and families. I want to make sure that people are noticed for the struggle and not just the decisions that brought them to where they are. It was what made sense at that moment for us in the darkest section of our lives, even though it wasn't a good decision in the first place. We're not afraid to sit here and have the hard conversations, because within the authenticity that we can bring by being ourselves, the more authenticity we get to bring out of you guys, and the bigger and better exposure we get to the world outside by understanding we've gone through a walk of life. Hey, I may not be very old, and he's definitely 5 years younger than me, but I'm 30. And I can tell you right now, life's been a mission. Talk about mission impossible. It's seemed like it at times, but we still walk through those moments, and we still come out stronger, and we still end up better than we've been before. And that's the whole walk, that's the whole journey, and that's the whole right that we have as humans, as souls on this planet is to share the story, share the experience, and be there for one another in the ways that are going to make the difference for each other. And that's why we're here. I find value in being there for people that are misrepresented. Like, and the reason and where it started was I misrepresented myself for years, and that's really how it starts for all of us. I swear I'm getting attacked by a gnat right now. Don't mind me being a little odd, because they're flying straight for the eyeballs over here.
Don't worry, I got my windscreens on.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, you know, we want to do the best we can, and stemming back to like that's where it begins. You know, you are your biggest critic. You are your biggest supporter. You are your biggest downfall and your biggest upbringing. And as long as that you can. You need some help? I was like, you need some help? And it's.
No, not the microphone. Yeah, there we go.
Oh no, I pulled both of us. There you go. Brother.
We don't even have motorcycles right now.
Bro, I'm gonna go get me a Harley. Don't blame me.
Hey, don't even blame me.
Let me tell you something.
As long as I'm not loud enough for people to say the other word. We support all communities.
We support all communities of love. That's the best way to put it. We support all communities of love, you know, because regardless of where you're from, we love you. You matter in this world. You matter to me. You matter. Like, all life matters.
We make a butterfly effect in this world. Every stone we turn, every leaf we hold in our hands, it makes a difference.
For real.
We know of the walk of this musical experience makes a difference.
For real.
Touches us in a different way. It brings us to being better for who we are and better for the people around us. And that's all we want to be, the best version of us, as hard as that is. So be yourself, stay authentic, and just
Yeah.
love one another.
Just be who you are. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Doesn't like somebody tells you, "Oh, that fucking shirt's stupid," or that style of thinking stupid. Who gives a fuck? You know. And yes, I'm gonna say who gives a fuck, because honestly, like it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It matters what you think inside. If you know, dress how you want, be who you want, do the things that you want to do with zero consideration about anybody else, because it's
Also,
your life.
Beware of people that are not good with dogs. Because if a dog don't like them,
Oh yeah.
there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And it's okay. They also deserve to have outreach. They also deserve to understand.
I just wish my dog could talk.
Hell yeah. You've got a story to tell.
My baby would have all kinds of stories about telling you about about my hard times. She's been one of my biggest support. Like, you know, if you're sad, get a dog or a cat if you're a cat person, or an animal. You know, get something that you can love and will love you back unconditionally. You know, and that is like one of the greatest things in life is just having a dog. Let me tell you, like my baby, we go through the struggles together. Like, yeah, like you can see right now, my dog's really skinny. My dog got depressed. She's a picky eater, and she will starve herself if I don't give her, you know, the real nice meals. And so I've had to switch to giving her the real nice meals, and now she's starting to plump up again, because I want my dog to be just as happy and healthy as I am. And that's just the part of it.
Even then, this man has a struggle even trying to eat himself. I remind him every day he needs to eat.
Look, it's ADHD again. That's just all it is. That's what we come back to. It's just it's ADHD. It's I lose track of, you know, what's going on in life and what's going on around me, because I just get so hyper focused in life itself, and it's hard. Like, it's hard to try to be happy all the time, because, you know, shit's not always rainbows and sunshine. It rains in the world, you know. And
yeah, we also have some passers-by that don't know that we're filming a podcast right now. But she's waving, saying hi. They could pop up
Value podcast.
if you want to. Yeah, the True Value Podcast.
Yeah.
But we We want to do outreach and be here for the people of the world.
Yeah, we accept anybody to come on. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to come on,
Dude, I want somebody in full drag on this next week. If you guys are willing to do that, please come and tell me your story.
bro, we'll
I
go
would
to
love.
drag shows.
We
don't
do.
care.
We even talked about this last week. Like, I don't care where you come from. My mama was a bi woman.
So was mine.
She had plenty of drag friends when I was growing up, and I have plenty of drag friends now. Like, I don't care what's your orientation, where you're from, what your past looked like, as long as you're kind-hearted and you want to make a difference in your community, which most of the drag community is all about that, making sure that they get to be the authentic version of themselves. Do it. Be there. Be you. Don't let anyone take you away from you. And come to understand what it is to be exactly that. Love you.
Yes, sir.
We're here.
We love you. You matter. You know, like right now, one of my good friends out in Las Vegas, I gotta go get him on a podcast too. Shout out Shawnee Styles. You know, Man Boy Mafia. They are our big support. Oh, man, he's turning around. Flip him back. Come back. Get your ass over here. Get over here. And there I go. I fixed you, but there I go.
Well, as long as we're
Rita,
floating this
Rita, help!
we're floating this lap together. Welcome to the True Value Podcast, episode 2.
Episode 2. There you go. You
What to do on episode 2? Floating towards a dam.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah, exactly. Damn. Oh no. I'm getting stuck again.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Land home.
Land homes.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a pretty dog right in the middle.
Hey, look at it.
What would you like to say today? Everything. She said everything in silence.
She said,
right there.
You. I love you, and I love everyone that's watching. I love everyone that's not watching. You know, just be you.
Be you, be loved, take care of yourselves. We're going to get back to listening to some music and chilling here at our little oasis that we're building. Hopefully we can see you guys out. This is part of the Soaked Up Summer series.
I'm with it. Soaked up summer. We got to go hit the beach now.
Not even just the beach, man. We're soaking in life
Yes, sir.
with everybody that surrounds us. So the Soaked Up Summer.
Oh, just wait. I have plans for us to do a podcast just floating down the Colorado River on an inflatable yacht.
Oh, yeah.
Let that sink in.
An inflatable yacht down the Colorado River with some friends, having real, true conversations, probably being absurd as we could possibly be,
Like we always are.
as we always are. But you know, I know we've been all over the place today, but I hope that we could bring some value to you guys in our next episodes, just as much as we hope that we brought value today.
And like another little shout out to Niobe for getting on my ass for not talking so much, and now I got to come out here and be super talkative because you know she loves to see me grow, and I respect that woman. She's got her own little family growing now, and I'm glad to see her growing as a whole person and as an amazing woman. Like thank you, like all these different people. Like just thank you for watching, thank you for commenting. You know, don't be afraid to hit us in the comment section either. You know, if
in the
there's
comment section, hit us up on our actual pages for ourselves individually. Like I'm SirHoff95. We're connected.
the Cinemira, baby.
And don't forget to like, comment, save, share,
Subscribe, whatever.
We want to reach
Like,
everybody.
especially even if there's a topic that you guys want us to get into,
Please leave a comment
Tell us.
stating the topics that you'd like us to talk about
ask
from
us
our
questions.
experiences. We will give you 100% blatant, open communication, as we should, because that's what life's about. having the talks, the conversations.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're bringing to the forefront. Don't be afraid to have that authentic conversation. So we love you. We're going to end this conversation right now. Thank you for joining us.
Y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank you for joining us on the True Value Podcast today. Love y'all.
You matter. We love you. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, this is True Value Podcast. We're out here in the parking lot. Yes, I have been doing some naughty things, but today we got a whole panel of people out here willing to talk to us about the brighter things in life. So let us come forth.
Where's my mic?
I mean, it's not connected. We're gonna share
we're
one
not. We're
right
gonna
here in
share
the center
mic.
portion.
What are the
What's your
greater
name, my
things?
man?
Yo, my name's Tim, bro. How you doing?
It's a pleasure, Tim, to meet you. My name is Christian, and this is the True Value Podcast.
The True Value. What's going on?
So what is the thing that you find the most value in your life, and what brings you the most joy in
Love
being
and
who
friendship.
you are?
Yeah, love and friendship for fucking sure, bro.
Okay, and what are the points of love and friendship that find you the best and deeper within your soul that bring you to be the happiest viewpoint of yourself?
Oh my God, that's a very deep question.
Oh, 100%. That's what we're about, baby.
Damn. Well, ask the question one more time.
What is the
Sorry.
deepest point of value you find within your friendship that brings you to be the happiest form of yourself?
Happiest form of myself?
What brings you the value in your heart from all of those experiences that you share with the people that show you the most love?
Interesting. I guess just like caring about, I don't know, just care. I mean, connection. Yeah, like connection, but also like caring about. I mean, I don't know, man. It's a complicated question. Let me think about it for a second.
Well, you got all the time in the world, my dog. I promise you. We out here together, and that's the whole point.
I think maybe like, yeah, just being able to be like relatable and be present, like with, like,
your
like
fellow friendships.
yeah, with your fellow friendships, but also like
The deeper connectivities
being
where
like,
you find
but I
value
think
in each
presence
other.
is very like important, and I think like people should be able to be relatable within like the present moment of like things that are going on, or just like, you know.
Well, because if we're not sitting within right now, we're always stuck in our past or what we pretend that we're going to
Yeah.
achieve in the future.
Yeah, presence.
But
presence is very important.
is the most authentic version of being here for yourself. Because you're not anywhere else in your mind.
Yeah,
And you're creating within the present tense moment, right here, right now.
yeah.
And in that, what is the thing that you find the most valuable? Camaraderie, spiritual connection. What makes you thrive within the community that you've chosen for yourself?
I think.
Now, what do you know?
No, hold on. Give me a second.
No, seriously. Like,
No, it's just gotta
Because
come
you're
straight
you're
to the heart,
honestly
man.
you're putting the pressure.
It's-
Well,
it-
well,
it-
I'm
Hey,
not-
that's what it's
From your
about.
heart,
That
from
hey,
your
we
heart
have
of
be the
hearts.
first thing
You
that
don't
comes
have
out of
to
your
think anything
That's-
other than what you feel from inside, and that's the whole.
What do you want?
I mean,
It's not
don't,
that
don't,
simple.
you can't hit him with the notebook right now. You feel me? I mean, like, I'm here for it because, like, they never do. But, like,
a lot of like just be like just like being relatable, you know, where it's just like
finding that connectivity in similar experience.
yeah, but also just be relatable, like
That's everything, Reggie.
just I mean just like, but also like you just gotta be relatable.
Well, we're all people out here, and the biggest thing is knowing that no one should ever be treated differently.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and
In any
that's
way,
also
shape, or
very
form.
Period. We all believe the same, and don't even matter how like the outer shell don't matter. 100%.
And trust me, man, like, I'll cry on camera, so if you need that, you do
No,
it.
I'm not.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
I get it.
I'll cry for you.
I get it. I get it.
You're-
Mama did not raise a
doing it right
bitch
now.
over here. I got
Yeah.
you.
But look, let me ask you this: if you could find the happiness in life? What would you consider yourself your happy place to just zen down to?
Man. Biggest thing for me is I want to be able to like be there for my family. Like I want to. Man, my biggest goal right now is to kind of just help, just like be there for my parents more.
Okay.
and just like, you know, be like, I'm very thankful for like everything they've given me and like been able to like, you know, hustle for. But like, I want to now be the one to be like, yo, like, you're good. You did everything you need to do, and I want to like.
Hey,
And-
you
and
know
we-
what?
I want to be the one that to be like, you know, like
That's
you're
our main goal right now for
Yes, sir.
ourselves in doing this.
yeah,
Because like I have been there taking care of and helping take care of my grandparents for 12 years.
yeah,
Like my grandfather passed earlier this year,
yeah,
but I still take care of my grandmother. And you know, my pops is struggling to make sure that he has everything taken care of for his house. But it's the decision of like if he decides to go live in a trailer or not. And at that point, like I feel you on that, because I don't want that to ever be a thought that he can't keep the home that he's trying to build with his new family.
right.
So like being there for our families is a huge one, and I totally commend you for that thought.
Yeah, and especially
Yes,
because
sir,
my
bro.
parents are also like, I don't know about your guys' lives, but I'm just gonna say like for my life, like my parents are immigrants, you know, so
Okay.
like they're
And especially with everything
they're
going
not-
on right now, it's very touchy.
yeah.
And it's easily to fall on the wrong side of that fucking
Yeah.
political
And
standpoint.
they're not from like they're not from here, right? Like, but like they're also not part of the like normal conversation of like everything that's going on too. Like they were able to come here in a different sense of like legality, even
Okay.
though, but they also had their obstacles, which I don't want to share right now. Like,
That's
no,
okay.
no, no.
Hey, no, and
We're never gonna pressure you to share their obstacles.
they had their obstacles, and like I'm not gonna share about that.
And,
but,
and you know,
and that's
hey,
okay.
Your privacy is your privacy,
Yeah.
and that's that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna make you try to come out here and
Yeah.
expose your own.
like I'll just like go ahead and say right now, like it wasn't
easy.
easy. It was also one of them got sent back and then had to come back. And so
Hey, and you
also
know
like
what?
doing it the right way is
Look, let me tell you
they
right
went
now,
through
and
that.
this is
So-
the one thing I could say about America. America was built on immigrants.
Yeah.
We came here as Americans, as immigrants.
Yeah.
And for us, to
none of us are from the soil unless we are native to the
Native
area.
American,
But I'm very proud of them for doing that shit.
bro.
And then
Period,
also,
bro. I'm proud of your parents for
like,
you, bro.
yeah, and also like I commend them for it, like 100% for doing that shit, and then like also like giving their kids the platform to be able to like, you know, here in America
Build
to
their life.
To
do
build
their
a
stuff.
great life.
And like now it's time for us to give back. Right?
Okay.
And then like, and also like me specifically, like
So
I feel like I just need to give back, bro. Like I need to
period.
give back.
So
to
let
my
me
parents.
look, and everything on you're saying. Look, this is the question I want to ask. What is your part that you're doing right by your parents so that you can go and give back to the world?
What's your smash character?
Right now, I'm honestly this right here,
Being part of the community.
being part of the community, but I'm also like my biggest thing is like my dream is DJing. My dream is touring.
And I can agree
And
with
if-
you. on that.
Very
and if-
short here. I
you know,
might
like-
put you on our label. How about that?
And I love DJing, bro, and I love producing music.
Yes,
and
sir.
like-
Look,
and the
let
thing
me
is,
show
like,
you.
I know what
music,
can, I know,
music is the
yes,
universal
but I know what
vibration.
can come with it, but also like I've also loved doing it, and it's been a struggle. It's not like
It's-
something easy
exactly,
to come
it's-
through with. Like I can go to school, I can get my degree, I can do things, and I can be like, all right, I'm good. But like
But
right now, my
honestly,
passion is
You know
this.
what? I can give
And
period.
right
I can-
here at Project Redlands, like
Bro,
this is the start of my
Redlands-
shit.
Project Redlands, look, and
This is
for,
what-
for all of our listeners and watchers right now, they wouldn't let us record in there. We had to go get permission,
But
and
they
but
need to
we
see
needed to
my
come out
life,
here and
like-
just spread some love.
I don't know if
But
they can
Project
see like the
Redlands is a
entrance or
fire spot.
nothing, bro.
You know what? Honestly,
I want you-
might as well show the entrance. All right. So over here is
Oh,
the
shit.
entrance to Project Redlands. It is a excellent bar. I've known it majority of my adult life as the Boiler Room, but currently they have turned it into a nice EDM platform area where people get to produce and come forth with their own music and then vibe together with the community. It's a beautiful, wonderful place where people get to be themselves, people get to erupt into who they want to be, and that's a bigger thing. So right now, I want to, hey, honestly,
This is
I'm-
the hottest spot right now
Oh,
in
100%.
Redlands right now.
So here's my thing, okay? We're having trouble with our ring light, a little
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
technical difficulty.
Little technical difficulties, but it's all right. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna look. Oh, bro, that's beautiful right there.
Look,
Oh, it's a little crooked. Hold on. Ah, yep. There we
tilts
go.
are up.
Oh, it's a little back on.
Ultimately, we want to thank our guest. What was your name one more time?
Tree sap.
He said Tree Sap.
Trees.
You can call me.
I was just looking at your shit right now. I'm not even gonna lie because I was looking at the set list.
Yeah.
Bro, hey, bro, definitely come check out my boy.
His birthday's this weekend.
Oh, and his fucking birthday's this weekend.
Yeah, my birthday.
Hey,
Yeah.
all of y'all, everybody that's watching, please come check out my boy Tree Sap, bro.
Saturday night here at Project Redlands. We're all throwing down. Come
Yes,
through.
sir.
And if
It starts at
anything,
8.
I'm here with the True Value Podcast tonight. We're outside at the AV nightclub here in Riverside for Emo Night and Golf Night. And our first guest today that we're going to talk to. All right, what's your favorite part about things? I'd say that it's like the best part is knowing that it brings our community together over some of the music that we grew up on. Definitely the presence